I do like Covington, and I do like Masvidal, to where I'm almost.
People would be surprised you say you like Covington after all those.
I mean, as a person, I never hung out with him as a person, so I wouldn't know how he is as a person. I've heard rumors, because how his energy is with other people might not be how his energy is towards my energy. You know, so until I experience that, it's hard for me to speak on it. But, you know, as an athlete, as a competitor, and what he brings to the table, like I'm almost kind of like low-key a fan, not really, you know, but I admire what they're able to do. For you to talk that much shit and get your face broken to and still talk more shit after, like that takes, you know, a different person.
Well, it's brilliant marketing for him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you know the whole story. Oh, he created that kind of character when the UFC was pushing him out.
Yeah.
They were saying, you're boring. You got to get out of here. And he was like, well, how about I try this?
Yeah, and nothing changed with his fighting style. He was always that dominant.
Yeah.
He was always doing that to guys. And it's just, now he's got that stick behind him, and it works, so more power to him.
Greetings, nerds and virgins. You gotta fucking admire it. It's funny, man. I've hung out with him in real life at the Comedy Store. Yeah, he came to the Comedy Store one night.
He's a super nice guy.
Super nice guy.
Yeah.
Polite, real friendly to people.
Yeah.
He's just not that guy at all. But it's like, he's like, look, I had to do what I had to do. And he was explaining it. And he's like, they were going to cut me. They told me they were going to cut me. And he's like, I didn't know what to do. He's like, I'm just going to start talking crazy shit.
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
For me, though, the difference is, I mean, he's a single guy. I don't know if he has kids or not, but I do. And for me to have to, my daughter now, she watches everything. She asks questions. Like, for me to have to explain that to her.
Right, that is not how daddy really is. It's an act.
Yeah, I don't think, I don't want to do that.
Well, it's not your personality anyway. And also, you don't have to. It's like, you don't have to. You dominated him despite that. There's people that they come up with a shtick, and you see, like, shticks are valuable. I mean, look, Sugar Sean O'Malley is a wild guy to watch fight.
I like
He's
him,
very talented.
Yeah.
But part of why O'Malley's so popular is he's smart about his marketing. He talks a lot of crazy shit. He's got crazy colored hair. He's got all these tattoos. He smokes a lot of weed, plays video games all the time, puts it all out online, puts all this content online. So there's way more eyeballs on any of his fights than they would be with, you know, like a regular guy.
Yeah. No, I like him too. That's the one thing that I noticed is he was very keen to that early in his career, to where he is able to do that.
Because there's some killers out there that don't get their shine, like Rachmanov, Shavkat Rachmanov. That guy's a fucking killer, and nobody's talking about him. You know, but then you've got certain people in that weight class, like Hamzat, who talks crazy shit. I kill them all. I kill everybody. And like everybody wants to pay attention to it. Not bad, right?
Yeah, everyone. I mean, there's another Sean Brady. Tough
Sean
kid.
Brady's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, tough kid in the division.
He's an excellent grappler.
You know, there's a lot of good guys.
You know, it's hard for me because I like a lot of guys, and sometimes two guys I like. I like Leon a lot. He's great. He's a fantastic guy. So it's hard when you watch a guy you like beat another guy you like. It puts you in that weird place, you know?
Khabib and Michael Johnson, that was a tough one. Because Mike was my guy, was Mike's training partner, but I liked Khabib too. And I like being around him because he thinks, I mean, he's on the same like mental, how he thinks and how he approaches the fights. And I'm just like, oh yeah, this guy's, it's going to be hard to deal with. And then watching him fight Michael Johnson, it's just like, oh man, that was a tough one to watch.
Khabib said he wouldn't even come back for a grappling match. Did you see that? Yeah. They offered him money to grapple. And he's like, nope.
Why?
He's done.
And I think if he's anything like me, the fact that people are continuing to ask him makes it easier for him not to come back.
What if, so let's go to the what if bucket. Okay. What if Charles Oliveira beats Islam Makhachev?
Yeah.
What happens then?
Then he fights.
What if he submits him and he calls out Khabib?
He calls him out. Khabib's just gonna. He makes it easy. It makes it easier for Khabib to say no. First of all, I don't think he gets down to 155 ever again.
Really?
No way.
He's so
in
big
hell.
right now.
He's big. He's a light heavyweight. No way in hell he gets down to, and he's a solid light heavyweight. He's holding down light heavyweights and submitting them. He's a bear. He's like a short, stocky bear right now. Yeah, there's no way he gets back down to 155.
How did he gain so much weight?
I think he just let his body grow into it. You hold it down for so long, and then when you let go, it just grows. Like, look at Anthony Johnson. He was making 170.
And then he went up to heavyweight.
Yeah.
And he's knocking people dead.
Look at that Israel fight. Why does Israel get flagged?
Because people are dumb. That's why.
Yeah.
This is why. If you want to fight Jared Cannonier, you better fight him that way.
Yeah.
Because Jared Cannonier will knock you into the fucking next dimension. Like, that guy is a huge 185 who has ruthless knockout power. He was knocking people out at heavyweight, knocking people out at light heavyweight, and knocking people dead at 185. If you want to fight Jared Cannonier, you got to fight that way. That's my same criticism of people that were saying that Wonder Boy, when Tyron Woodley fought Wonder Boy, that he fought him wrong. Like, no, he's the only guy who fought him right.
Yeah.
You have to fight him that way. You got to make him come to you and then counter him. Like, you cannot be involved in chasing down one of the best counter strikers that's ever competed in the welterweight division. You can't fucking do that. That's a way to lose your title. If you want to fight the right way, you fight the way Tyron did, and he beat him twice.
Yeah. People are like, oh, no, because they wanted to see Tyron hurt.
Yeah.
And him battle back, and then Wonder Boy hurt, and him battle back. It's crazy. I feel like people are trying to still keep it a blood sport. They want to keep it that way.
It's the casuals, man. It's the people that don't understand the actual events that are taking place. When Izzy's setting Jared up, and he's moving and outpointing him and striking him. Look, if Jared wanted to get wild and crazy, Izzy probably would have knocked him out. But Jared fought the way he should have fought, and Izzy fought the way he should have fought, and the better man won. Yeah. And that's what prize fighting is all about. That's what it's about.
Absolutely.
If you want to, like, ruin your brain for a bunch of people that don't give a fuck about you when you lose,
exactly.
Good luck. Go try that. It's a dumb way to live your life. It's a dumb way to live your life. You're supposed to fight the correct way. Sometimes it's exciting, like the Paulo Costa fight. That shit's exciting. The first Robert Whittaker fight. That shit's exciting. But this is the same problem that Anderson Silva had when Anderson was in his prime. Is that, like, some guys would fight him in a very cautious way, and people would say, well, he should have pushed the action. No, that's not what you do.
Yeah.
You don't open yourself up just because the other guy's not doing anything, or turn into a brawl because people are booing. That's dumb.
Trevor touches on that. He said that to me between the first time I fought Masvidal, right after the fight, because I remember I was just so mad at myself because I felt that I could have done better. I dominated the whole fight, but I was just like, no, that guy wasn't as good as I made it out to be in my head. No way. I want to fight him again. I was upset with myself backstage, and Trevor was just like, bro, you're the fucking champion. You have to be the smart one here, because it took a lot of work for you to get here to the title, and it takes a lot of work to be able to defend this title. You have to be the smarter guy. And I heard every word that he said, but the dark Kermit, the gangster in me, was like, fuck.
Dark Kermit.
The gangster in me was like, no, I got to go again. I need to do what I did that second fight to Masvidal. I got to do that. That's what I want. That's what the people want. That's what has to happen. And I think this is partially why the first Covington fight was the most satisfying one to me.